Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of No Quitters, the best MTV The Challenge podcast in the universe. I am your host, Clem, and I'm joined on the podcast by my people in the Alliance. We got JJ and Connor. How we doing, fellas?
A lot better than Camila.
Not really, though, because she's still on TV.
She is still on TV. I have to admit, I thought she was a goner there. That was pretty. I don't know. I thought MTV was gonna boot her for that. There was a tweet that she had said the N-word. I don't know if that's true. I didn't retweet it just because, I don't know. If that was true, I think it's like in baseball, like when the umpire throws you out, you said like one of 5 words. That would be something. The fact, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. She said it's fucked up. That was a rough episode to get through right there. They set the scene perfectly. They said it. I think it was Jemmy. Jemmy said it. When Camila's drunk, you want to be far enough away from her where you're outside the blast radius, but you want to be close enough where you can see all the crazy shit that's going to go on. And I would imagine we all have a friend like that from college, high school, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, are any of you guys that friend?
No.
JJ?
I have been.
I am not that friend. I have my old roommate was the nicest kid in the world. When he drank, he became a fucking monster. He was like in shape and the nicest kid in the world. When he drank, he would eat every piece of garbage in the house and just like his eyes would turn red. And his nickname was Belligerent Jeff because he was so drunk. Did you guys have like drunk names for people? Like he became Jeff. He was no longer John or Jeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could see JJ, a young JJ on City Island drinking Bacardi 151, hulking up, looking to get some.
Not like all the time, but like I'm good for every once in a while.
I don't know. You guys have both seen me pretty intoxicated. I don't think I get mean in any way.
No, you just get like, hey, does it smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah, Connor, you kind of sway with like your eyes half open when you're really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do the hee hee sound a lot when you're drunk.
Yeah, you do sound like the judge from Who Framed Roger Rabbit trying to put in the dip.
Yeah, get that high pitched laugh going. I don't know. It's something. It's a sight.
Speaking of high, JJ, where are you right now? Because you look like you are somewhere in the realm of Jupiter, maybe Saturn. I always get those two confused.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm pretty tired.
I'm pretty tired.
These 10 o'clock starts, man. They're rough. MTV, we had a good thing, but you got to push it back. That's kind of, do you think at all they pushed back last week because they knew this week they would have some shit that's like racially driven and they want in the 10 o'clock hour?
That's a good point. I heard at first I thought it was because it was the pussy episode, so I'm like, they're going to start throwing some P words around. We'll get a little raunchier. Then, like you said, they had the racism episode. A few stoolies pointed out that Bachelor in Paradise was kind of going head to head with it, right? So I guess that was a reason to push it back too. I'm with you though, man. It's 11 o'clock. I got to go to the city tomorrow. I'm going to be fucking shot. I mean, we sound old as shit to anyone who's young listening to this, but I'm not going to lie. JJ, you're still recovering from Italy, man. You were gallivanting for a while over there.
Yeah, I'm still dead. I'm just never to recover.
Can we please point out, though, that we as a podcast do not condone that sort of behavior, nor do we condone Camila's choice of attire for this episode.
I'll tell you.
Yo, love her attire. Racism, not good. And we're not affiliated with her hat, though. Like she stole that. That was
Viva the Ringer. I mean, that's the long-known phrase.
Yeah, whoever did that was fantastic.
Keep calm, and chai Viva.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yeah, I mean, Camila literally stole like a garbage bag worth of clothing. Like she took an empty garbage bag.
She suggested that we start making bags so then she could just put the stuff she wants in the bag that she wants.
Yeah. And at that point, they had already filmed this, right? It was after the filming of this. So it's like, oh, Camila, you wore our hat on like one of the worst, most controversial moments in show history. I'm happy she got her stuff now instead of asking for it, now instead of later.
Hats from her first trip. And then her second trip, she went wild. That's when she suggested we make bags.
And now I'm terrified of what she's gonna have on, what she's gonna do next with a fucking Saturdays for the Boys shirt on or something like that.
Jesus,
not a good look. Very much against racism.
Suggesting we make pillowcases, and she's gonna wear it as a mask.
What do you guys? I hate to ask this question when we consider it's Camila that the one is involved. But do you lend any credence to the belief that drunk words are sober thoughts? To where, some of the things she was saying were very racially charged.
No, I don't think she's racist. I think she just said some wild shit because she's a drunk bitch sometimes. Like, she's a sweetheart. We met her in person.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking. I'm not saying that's the case.
I think she should have been sent home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably was not a good look by MTV to keep her around.
I do think,
you got to at least suspend her, the rest of the thing.
Yeah, agreed. I do think that, there is some truth to the saying truth juice. I do think a lot of times alcohol lets you say shit that you want to say that you wouldn't usually say, or, may loosen your inhibitions up to go up to the girl you were scared to say a word to in your life, shit like that. But like, there's also when you're blacked out. I mean, I remember I was in and out of a blackout once, and I legitimately thought like one of my good friends was a vampire, and I was running away from him because I was fucking so hammered. My wife's like, you started crying because you thought Adam was a vampire, because we like walked through a cemetery on the way home, and I'm like, he's gonna kill us, he's gonna suck our blood. It was fucked up. So you do fucked up shit when you're blackout drunk. Again, not condoning.
No, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like a grown man admit. I love that you tried to just blow through that and just like, there's gonna be no comments on this. Like, I've gotten blackout drunk and it's be like, yo, you punched your best friend. You are such a nice guy that even your worst thing is just you imagine like bad cartoons about people. It's like how Tracy Morgan thinks on 30 Rock when it's all in like puppets. That's just you. It's like, oh no, maybe it's a vampire. Never anything violent or mean.
I'm not like starting fights or anything like that. I'm just big dumb clown. Like, oh god.
Yeah. Also, too, like booze just making you hallucinate like that is pretty impressive too.
Yeah,
booze doesn't usually do that to people.
I know.
Maybe you got roofied.
A couple of my friends are kind of like hippie dudes, and I always thought like, did they like throw something in my drink when I wasn't looking just to fuck with me? You know what I mean? Like,
I know who suggests that. Guys who say hippie dudes. There were some hippie dudes. Maybe they give me a Quaalude.
Yo, man, Saratoga dude, they're a little different up there. They're the fish fans that I know. So, yeah,
that's what people forget about way up there, upstate New York. Is people think New York? I think a lot of times their brain just goes New York City. Once you get beyond Westchester and you go into the state of New York, there are a lot of odd individuals.
You're an fucking Bama. Seriously.
Exactly. That's wildling country up there. We don't. I'm Winterfell, and then after me, it's nothing but the Wall and wildling country. Also, kind of another thing that I touched on in the tweets, like. And again, obviously there's some sort, I don't know if it was a racist thing that Camila just had brewing that she just had to let it go, or the funny, like Leroy didn't even do anything wrong. He like said like, who are they going to send home? Like, and it was like, not like he was attacking her, but like there's literally no one in the house you come at less than Leroy. Like I said, he has done 100% approval rating. He's like the nicest dude, even as he's getting like shit on, he's just like, no, he like just fucking flatline demeanor, doesn't give a shit. You just can't go at Leroy.
Yeah, to have that level of patience and wherewithal to not overreact, to know that she is your friend or whatever, and that even because unfortunately I'm sure this is not the first time Leroy has experienced a situation where someone has come at him for his race, but to react in such a mature, cool, calm, collected way was very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of people said like I was really impressed with Leroy tonight. I mean, we've known that about him forever. I think even when we talked to Ammo last week, which shout out Ammo again, love that guy.
Jesus.
Kind of like CJ in the house when she had to deal with Jenna. And I mean, Jenna was saying some fucked up shit all the time in that season of The Real World, and she just kept a cool demeanor a lot of times. You're like, damn, like that's a saint right there. So, like Leroy said, he's been dealing with this shit his whole life. It doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. And I'm still in shock that Camila got to stick around. I wonder if it was someone who we didn't know and didn't have as long of a track record. You know, it's like you can't have Camilanator come out every season. Then it's like, oh, just Camilanator being Camilanator. So I would have liked to.
Well, I think partly MTV is to blame because they've played up this whole Camilanator persona, and it's been good for their show, good for ratings when she gets kind of crazy like this, because it is, you know, except for this case, it typically is entertainment. So I certainly believe that there is somewhat of a double standard, right or wrong. I would say it's wrong by MTV to have that double standard, but that's those producers looking out for ratings.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, and at some point I was like, does she even know what she said? Like, she was just straight up like, just walked. She was almost like Ron Burgundy when he doesn't even know he said, go fuck yourself, San Diego. And then like he has to watch the replay. He's like, oh, like I didn't even know if she knew what she said until she apologized to Leroy. I'm like, oh, I guess she does know. I don't know if someone filled her in, but you know, when she comes back just wearing socks and you're wearing last night's shit, we've all been there at a blackout where you're just walking back looking like a goddamn mess. That's the walk of shame times a billion. I couldn't even imagine. I had anxiety just watching her come back into the house. So it's pretty impressive when you can like be the biggest misfit in a house full of misfits like Camila was, and they don't want to like talk to you. Do you guys have anything else really to say about that whole crazy? And Connor, you had it best. That Tony hooking up with someone else with a girlfriend, and then Camila coming out as a racist and completely knocking him off the back page was an all-time like escape job by the guy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And then he like piled on too. It was funny. He's like, oh, I think Camila needs to take a rest. He was kind of like being a little sanctimonious. Like, oh, I don't know about that Camila. She's pretty misbehaved. Maybe we should keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
I also appreciate Camila trying to go with the self-imposed sanctions for a second there. When Leroy was like, "Do everything you want to say," and she was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sorry," and you know, it's something I have to work on, and I have to, you know, she almost was gonna be like, you know, and in the off season, in between seasons, I'm gonna really work on this, and maybe go to counseling or something like that. Like you tell she's just leaning towards it, and they're like, "No, we don't. You don't decide this." I still can't believe she didn't get sent home.
Yeah, that's
no, and she kept talking too. Like
Nicole should have refused to go to the Presidio or whatever. She'd been like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. Like, this checks out."
Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of people said like they should have just stood in unity and been like, Camila's either going in or going home, and figure it out from there. Yeah, it was bad luck. I mean, again, like you said, Connor, in the past, like the Camilanator, you know, you're going to die and she walks into the pool. Hilarious. Tonight, like, it just felt weird. It was ugly. And TJ was pissed. TJ was bummed, man. And TJ, when he wasn't even mad. He was just like upset. He's like, TJ hates racism more than anything in the world.
I feel so bad. TJ has to talk to them like they're like third graders who just learned rap music. Like, listen,
at the end he was like, right, guys? He had to like wait for an audible response from them.
When he hit him with the right guys, the right guys is such a rough look as an adult.
Yeah, like these guys have kids, they pay taxes on mortgages, they pay mortgages, and
they vote.
Yeah, they vote
just like ours.
Like, it's been a while since I've gotten one, but like, I'm sure everyone at some point early in their career has gotten one of those from a boss. Like, we're good here, and you just gotta be like,
yeah.
I get it. My paycheck isn't just like a play toy. I can't just come over all the
time. So we go to the. Oh, so and that's the other thing. So there was obviously no challenge because we were kind of going off of the last season. This season really is like it seems like the challenge, but it's not the challenge. Like the commercials are all fucked up. We don't get like a full episode where it goes challenge, partying, elimination, and then like kind of the end, and then we go to the next day. It's all over the place. The best thing I can compare it to is like Mario 2. You know when Mario 2 came out and everyone loved Mario 1, and then Mario 2 came out and it was like Mario, but it still wasn't Mario. You know what I'm saying? That's how I compare this season. It's like the little differences. It's just not the same.
Just about nobody had Mario 2. I only know like 2 of my friends who had Mario 2, and I probably played it a grand total of less than 7 times in my entire life.
Mario 2 was dog shit.
Everyone hated the fuck out of Mario 2. It's one of my biggest, like, I don't know if pet peeves is even the word. I just hate the fuck out of it. And some people be like, well, actually, it's the best Mario. Yo, it's the fucking worst Mario. And it's like the black eye of the franchise. Do you know the whole story about Mario 2? A quick little aside here.
No, let's get it.
So the original Mario 2, I think, was just like Mario 1, except it was, just different levels and shit. And it was hard. It was like a harder game. And like I think in Japan they had it first. It came out and they had problems with it. And I believe the story goes they thought it was gonna be too hard for American kids. So they took a game called, I think, Doku Doku Panic, changed all the characters into Mario, Toad, Luigi, and Princess. Hence why these fucking people are like flying and shit, which made no sense. And that's why it was a completely different game, and that's why Mario 2 stinks, and it's a fucking black the ugly duckling of the franchise.
It's a redheaded stepchild, but they definitely totally redeemed themselves with Mario 3. Mario 3 was awesome.
I feel like, Mario 3, they had to fucking hit it out of the park, and they like grinded on that, and they grinded. Then even Super Mario World for Super Nintendo the next year or whenever was awesome too. So yeah, I still fuck with the raccoon suit and the whistle. Oh, Mario 3 so fucking good. We can just have whenever this podcast ends, which based on the challenge quality is going to be sooner rather than later. Again, we either do like a true life podcast or we do like an old school video games podcast. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we go to the elimination.
Wait, hold on real quick though. How great was it in Mario 3 the first time you got to the big world, which I think was level 4, and just seeing all those oversized bad guys and pipes and everything was oversized, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Giant World is my favorite thing in the world, like favorite video game level ever. I'll just turn on Mario 3 sometimes, go to Giant World, play through it, and then just turn the system off and call it a day. Like, I don't know how that hasn't become a bigger thing in every year Mario or other video games don't do it. Like, it's just shit that's bigger, but it makes me so fucking happy every time I play it, Connor. So
definitely. And I would also go so far as to say that Mario 3 probably started a lot of people on the way to gambling, because remember when you finished and it was a slot machine to see if you could get extra lives?
Yep, you had the slot machine. That was Mario 2. They had that. Mario 3, they had where you had to get the faces lined up, and then you had the boxes too, where you had to guess which one had the star and the mushroom and all that shit. So, and the Tanuki suit was awesome too. Fucking Mario 3 is so goddamn good. All right, going back to the challenge. It's our patented aside there. I love it. One of my favorite tweets from the night. I should have done a tweet of the night going back now to when we started this. There's a lot, though. This might have been the drunkest Camila has ever been. That's saying something. Respect, which is true. I think that was the drunkest she's ever been. Bananas throwing the pillow from the top bunk. Fucking instigator, man. He is, even when it's like shit's a little like, don't like, come on, man. Like, take it easy. Still just fucking grinding away. You got to love the guy for that.
Well, it was funny because it appeared as though everything kind of subsided to a point where they could get past it for the evening. And he just thinks to himself, nah, I'm not having this. Let me throw this pillow, stir shit up again. It was great. Great throw by him, too.
As she has weights in her hand, right? Didn't she have, like, she was about to, like, fuck with some weights and shit like that? Like dumbbells?
No, she grabbed, like, weights outside and was just, like, ready to, like, throw them.
Yeah.
She's a lunatic.
Someone said, too, here, Morgan.
Well, that's the thing. Is she said the black thing, like, more than once. Like, she said it to him. Then she was in the hallway and was like, it's all these black motherfuckers.
It's wild. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. She's not even from a place where you'd say, oh, that's where a lot of racists live. She's from Brazil, and doesn't she live in, like, Vancouver? Like, I don't.
Yes.
Like, it's not like she's from like this.
I don't think she's racist at all. I think she was just fucking drunk and stupid. But like, you gotta eat a penalty on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta eat a 7-episode penalty.
Morgan
will have you at the reunion.
yeah. The reunion's gonna be interesting now that you mentioned. I didn't even think about that. Morgan Mooney said Camila right now is what I assume people who do bath salts are like. That was pretty fucking accurate as well. Yeah. So then we go into the voting room, and JJ's girl Nicole gets voted in, as well as, I guess, I wouldn't say my boy, but I did speak up for him last episode, unfortunately. Nelson gets voted in. I was thrilled. I imagine JJ was a little hurt there, but other than that, I think as long as it's not the core people going in, I'm happy at this point.
Yeah, not too many surprises with who went in.
Yeah.
Nothing you can really say about it.
Bless you. So we get in the Presidio, Jenna, my girl, does what winners do. And she pulls the double X, boom, fucking throws Brittany in. I'm surprised she remembered her name. I'm surprised I remembered her name. And then Jordan, who I think, they say, I don't know how Jordan has it. I'm telling you, one of those, the one with the double X.
There's their tip and their pitches.
Yes.
Jordan's smart enough.
Jordan is smart enough to like see like a little chip or a little like paint mark or something off. He knows what's up. And hey, fuck it. Like you said, if he ain't cheating, he ain't trying. As long as he's not using an Apple Watch, then it's all right. Right, JJ? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Throws in Hunter. So, I mean, at that point, I'm just like, this is awesome. We're getting rid. I mean, I was rooting for Nicole. Unlike JJ, I don't have a hatred towards, other people in this show like he does with Jenna. But on the guy side, I was hoping there was a chance they both get eliminated. Like they both, I don't know, punched each other and they're like, all right, you guys are out. Nicole goes home. Hunter goes home. Nelson, again, can't speak English, which was hilarious. What did you guys think about the elimination?
Yo, Nelson is just so dramatic.
He sounds like he's auditioning. He's auditioning for like an after-school special. The way he speaks.
I actually made a joke sitting here. I was like, this guy thinks he's in the Ryan White story. Which, I don't know if you guys know that that's about a kid who gets AIDS.
No, did not know that.
I actually
they
didn't
showed
know
it
that.
in school. In like health. Yeah, he's super dramatic and it's so funny. And then he's just like, I'm so mad right now. Can't even tell you how I feel. Like, dude, get out of here. None of this matters. You're potato sack racing a racist who's mad because she did something to herself, and that's unfair. She doesn't deserve it.
And I hated how he sucked up to TJ, too. He's like, TJ, I'm going to try real hard. Tony doesn't work because all this. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, suck up. Don't suck up to TJ. He doesn't like that shit.
Oh, and Nelson was spilling everyone's tea?
Yeah.
Oh, Todd Nelson right there.
I have one of the most hardest work ethics in the house. Fuck out of here. You don't speak right. And you speak like Sergio Dip or whatever. That someone said that as well. That was spot on.
I couldn't take Nelson serious either with all that blue paint on his face. Yeah. He looked like your boy from Eastbound and Down again. Up and paint.
Clegg, my boy Clegg. Oh man.
Oh shoot.
So they lose, and then they're going back to the redemption house. Speaking of the redemption house, we get the Corey and Diaper Breath fucking carriage ride, which was somehow they made Marie's fucking solo table scene like not even close to the worst thing ever. There's not one person who's like, I hope the Corey and Anissa relationship can work out. Let's get a quick sneak peek at that. Someone said, too, like, the Redemption House should have been one of those online-only things where you go on MTV.com if you really care about it. It looks like next week they have to go through, like, a little mini final where they're eating shit and racing and stuff like that. So I can get down with them suffering, but I couldn't give a fuck about the Redemption House. I want it out of my life ASAP.
I was just like, yo, at this point, just give us, like, the blurred out, but, like, Corey and Anissa just smashing. Like, just give it to us. Give us, like, the open mouth, sloppy, loud reality TV show kisses. If you're gonna make me watch them be all schmoopy in a horse and carriage, like let's just go fucking full guy with this.
No, schmoopy.
Yeah. These two motherfuckers are going to be cuddling. Let's go. Let's get some tongues
You're
going.
into it. JJ's here for this. He's here for the Anissa Corey.
Yeah. Fucking, I'll watch. I'll Ted Cruz that shit.
Anissa's been on the challenge for a while. She's a veteran, and Corey is a guy who beat Connor in an arm wrestling contest. So it's like match made in heaven.
Seriously, I'm getting so sick of that. I know I shouldn't let you guys know it's getting to me. It doesn't bother me again because I know what actually happened, what went down. It's unoriginal at this point, and it's just aggravating to hear it every fucking week. And I know I'm probably making it worse now, so that's great. I'm an idiot, but whatever.
Wait, hear what every week?
I was waiting for him to say it, goddamn. That he lost in an arm wrestling contest to Corey.
Oh shit, I haven't heard about that.
I don't. When I'm going through the on Twitter, when I'm in,
you're fucked because Banana asked for that video.
I don't know what the hell he's gonna do with that.
You are fucked.
Whenever I'm in the mentions and I just see like the word arm wrestling, I'm just like retweet, just blind retweet. I don't even need to see the rest of this. So
yeah,
shout out
whether it's a good tweet or not. It just any mention, Clint, boom, retweet.
And I know it's gonna get likes too because everyone just likes fucking with you, which is good. Captain Hardo, do you think you could have beaten Hunter and Nelson in that rollover contest, whatever the fuck it was?
I'd like to think so, just because I think I weigh more than both of them. So I think they would have had a lot of trouble moving me. Yeah,
I think that's a big thing about you keep the pad level down, as PFT says.
Yeah.
And just fucking a little bit of strength. Nelson then said he wanted to be like Hunter when he grew up or something like that.
Yeah, what is that about? Dude, is he like a year older than you?
He's just running out of dramatic shit to say.
Yeah, and then Drew Pepin here. Nothing sums up Nelson more than him saying he's speechless, then continue to rattle off 10 sentences about the topic. Like, he doesn't even make sense anymore. I think he's just having fun.
He just talks like a guy who's a classically trained actor from community theater at, like, the local Methodist church. Like, that's it. That's how he talks about everything. Like, he's been in the last 6 plays the town has done.
He's using this show as an audition to get into the Methodist church community acting.
Yeah, but he thinks he's going to become Vinny Chase.
Yes.
Yes. That's
he's the next Denzel. He's the next Tom Cruise. Nelson's on his way.
We had some apparently on Instagram Live, Banana said that they edited out some of the worst shit Camila said. Not a good look for our boy, or for our girl Camila. Leroy, funny how Camila is so quick to jump on social media and apologize to strangers, but has yet to reach out to me directly. Camila, it's been months. That's not a good look yet again. Someone just tweeted out a picture of me with a son. I'm going to retweet this right now. Connor lost to Corey in an arm wrestling contest.
Wow, is this live?
I don't know who they're talking about because I don't spell my name like that.
Is this a live stream? Can people see us?
They'll go to the Twitter.
No, you know what's weird is Camila and Leroy were in the office together. And I guess we had no reason to notice.
No, were they? I don't think they were. No, that was different. I was actually thinking that they weren't in the office together.
No, they were different
Tony,
days.
he was with fucking Crazy Tony and Bananas.
You're right.
So, yeah, I was actually wondering. I don't think that was on purpose, but I guess you never know. Because it was all the girls and Corey, who obviously would be happy to be with all the girls. And then the guys. Bless you. A few people saying they like Nelson. Okay, I got to get out of this timeline here. I'm just looking for there was a couple of good quotes today. So, Nicole loses. And I have to say, I thought it was a pretty good line. I said Nicole should dress her makeup up so she looks like Laurel. Because no one would vote Laurel into the elimination. And that's the last time I can use that joke because JJ's girl is gone. My girl's still in it, though. MVPs and LVPs. Oh, and actually, the commercials that last 10 minutes was unbearable. Mm-hmm. It's like the NFL where it's like they come back, they call timeout, they go back, 2-minute warning, they go back time. Like it's like I wasn't even watching a show anymore. I completely fucked up the whole groove of that. MVPs, LVPs.
I quite honestly, I don't think this can even be a discussion. I think it's pretty cut and dry. Camila's your LVP, Leroy's your MVP for how he handled that situation, and conversely, how she handled that situation.
Disagree.
Okay.
MVP, the GOAT, Johnny Bananas, for throwing that pillow and stirring it up. That could have been one comment. She walks away. Like, she probably would have come back. But he just said, let me spark this shit up. That's a producer's eye right there.
Yeah. And he threw it from such an angle that she obviously thought it was Leroy.
Yeah.
So impressive by him.
It was hilarious. Yeah. And, LVP, yeah, her. I mean, that's a rough one.
You can't do that stuff.
I want Victor Cruz to be real mean to her on the next, whatever other one they do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wonder if... Oh, yeah. I didn't even... Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Camila
but he just got on her. He was like, go ahead, call me boy, Camila. Call me boy. Tell me to salsa. Tell me to dance for you, huh?
Camila did seem like she had some shit in her eyes when we were talking to her. I have to clean myself up a little bit. I'm guessing that all came from this shit right here. MVP, LVP, like you said, I mean, it's like giving Jordan the MVP. It's like anyone but Jordan, I guess. Anyone, or Michael Jordan, that is. So if I didn't give it to Leroy, I guess I would be giving it to... you know what? I'm going to give it to the guy that did all of these... all these MVP, LVP charts. So LVP, Camila, as just like the Michael Jordan. I'm just going to give her the award. The MVP, we are giving it to at MTV Challenge. MTV CHAL capital I, so it looks like an L, ENGE, MTV Challenge, as I call him. He made a list of all of our MVPs and LVPs after we talked about it on a previous episode. And we have a list of all the MVPs, LVPs in no challenge or no quitters history. And do you guys know who has the most MVPs?
Your girl, I think.
That is correct. And you know what? It's not even all me. I went back to the first season. Connor, all over the Jenna train. Voting her for MVP all the time. Dan.
Yeah, but that was how many years ago? Connor's a different guy now.
This is true.
To be out there a lot wild. Connor at that time thought those MVPs would help him bang her.
Yeah.
Let's be totally honest.
100%.
And he was like, yo, maybe she'll come on and be like, yo, Connor always gives me the MVPs. What? And he was in the war? Wow. And he can maybe make a good breakfast? I don't know. I'd like to find out. That's what he thought was going to happen. All in his fucking head. And he'd be in a fucking apron the next morning making her breakfast while she's just like, where am I?
So
how did I get here?
I'm just going to go through the seasons real quick. So first we have Bloodlines, first season of the podcast. We had me, Connor, and Dan Big Cat Katz, host of the #1 sports podcast in the universe, part of my take. And Big Cat, who obviously knows a thing or two because, he's on that podcast, the host, he voted for Jenna as MVP 1, 2, 3 times, and the last time was for season MVP. Connor voted for Jenna as MVP 1, 2, 3 times, including season MVP. JJ, because I was in Latvia shooting a video, I couldn't make it for the last episode. JJ was on 3 times. His 3 MVPs, Cara Maria, and he voted for Jenna as season MVP. So even you, JJ, before you had to throw that fucking hater hat on just to get under my skin, you were Team Jenna.
No, we were all enamored with her early.
And I voted for
a lot of people who bust.
I voted for Jenna 2 times for MVP.
She's Ryan Leaf with a nice butt.
Biggest shocker from Bloodlines here. Mitch did not get any LVP votes. Absolute upset of the century there.
Because I thought that was like a special needs thing.
They got weird. We had some weird shit going on with LVPs. We had fake beer. The episode was actually LVP a few times. Viewers, I don't know what happened. I retweeted this on the account. I'm going to retweet it again tomorrow. there's a lot of like notes here. Anissa is the Villanova basketball when it comes to, she comes out the gate hot as well.
There's too much to read.
Yes.
I'll just say he did a good job. He was pretty thorough.
He did a good job. He was real thorough. I'm going to retweet it on the account. But let me just say here that let's go back. Jenna, most MVPs, 19-3, 19 MVPs, 3 LVPs. CT, 15-0, 15 MVPs, 0 LVPs. TJ, 8 MVPs, 0 LVPs. Then it's kind of a mix and mash of people. And let me see, who was the most LVPs? Do you know that, Connor?
No, I don't.
Oh, Nate, Ratface Nate, dead last, 0 MVPs, 6 LVPs. Nelson, 0 and 5. Dario, number 2. Forget that Dario was not loved in his fucking number 2. His clone was really hated. Zach, 0 and 4. Sylvia, 0 and 4. Devin, 0 and 4. Wow, we had a lot of hate for Devin in our hearts. So, really not much more to add to this episode other than, I don't know. Hopefully we just get.
I forgot there was another Dario.
Yeah. Yeah. He's stunk.
Out in the wild.
Dario, I have to admit, Dario has grown on me. Like when he's on screen, I'm like, all right, let's see what this guy has to say. It's going to probably be something funny. I have to admit.
Now I need Dario 2 to come back like Kane and choke slam his brother.
I'm down for that. I
think that's it.
Any last thoughts? Yeah, is that it? You guys have anything
Time for
else?
bed.
Yeah, time for bed. 11:45. All right, guys. So as always, don't quit on us. We won't quit on you.